Hey gang, SpongeMiss Prime here, and today wait, no, what are you, I said move it over. Wow, what's going on? I said move it over, we have a new figure to review. No, this video is for adult collectors because no figures were harmed in the process of making of this video. So here we are, gang, we got a new toy to look at today. This is SpongeMiss Prime here, and the figure we are looking at today is Gamer Edition Cliffjumper. As you can see here, this is a very, very small little vehicle mode. Just to put this in perspective here, here he is with Deluxe Mirage. And if you can't tell already, this is a small vehicle, although rather tall. So let's move our pretty boy Mirage out of the way, and let's take a closer look at Cliffjumper here. So as you can see here, removing all the weapons, this is what he looks like in the game for War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, fun fact. And I gotta say that I really like the alt mode, not the transformation. We will get into that in a moment. But the reason why we are starting in alt mode is because for the Gamer Edition toys, I want to do this series right, and just like I did Optimus, we are going to be starting each one of these in alt mode instead of the packaged robot mode that they come packaged in. So moving big boy out of the side here. Here we have Cliffjumper here as his gamer art. He is part of the Transformers. No one cares. We don't care about that. We just care about that, and the fact that he can do that even better and has accessory storage. So get that out of the way. So here he is again, and as I said earlier, he has a very great alt mode and can roll really, really well, despite, you know, give me 1 second, not really having all the clearance in the world, but can roll absolutely, come here, can actually roll really, really well. So now I've got to say that this is super, super screen accurate to the game, and I really love this design really all too much, and I hate the fact that this was actually connected to, you know, Transformers Prime, where they killed him off. I'm blaming it on you. But if you couldn't tell from the intro, this figure does come with accessories. He comes with a small little melee sword that he wields in the game. Hippie. He does come with this little rifle that he mainly uses. Yippee. And he also has the pulsar cannon, which is the only one I can, funnily enough, remember. Yippee. Moving this out of the way here. These can store. You can actually store these in a variety of ways. I just choose to store it like this. Put the pulsar cannon on the back there, and then take the little rifle and plug it in the back. And as you can see, can store really well. Not the cleanest of storage, but who cares? So what I think would be a neat comparison for Cliffjumper here is we're going to grab the big baddie of the Decepticons himself, put him back here. As you can see, Megatron is bigger. And then we have the only other deluxe class for Gamer Edition I have, Barricade. I do not have the Bumblebee, but I do have the Optimus. I just don't bother transforming it right now. I just shot the review. So now, with all that out of the way, let's get into the transformation, of which I really won't describe. I'll just fast forward so you can watch me start. So here we have Cliffjumper in robot mode to that struggling transformation. Fun fact, none of that has ever happened on camera. I say on camera, but none of that ever happened off camera. Of course it went. Of course it never happened on camera. It never happened off camera. Can't speak today. This has all just happened on camera. So, anyways, I gotta say, the painting and the sculpting on this figure is actually really nice. Let me get us to zoom in here. Not on that auto noggin, or not on that auto chest, but we want that auto noggin. So here he is. Got some nice silver for the blue, or nice silver for the blue. Bleh. Got some nice silver for the face there. Some nice blue for the eyes. Unfortunately, not light piped, but I'll take it. I'll take a win whenever I can get one. Got some silver horns there. Got some red all over the place. Got some black and red. Got some red, more black, more red, more black, more red, black and red everywhere, as per a cliff jumper, you know, a cliff jumper design. So, since Cliff Jumper here is part of the Gamer Edition toy line, you can actually pop the arm off and tunk it to the side if you want to, and give him a choice of accessories, which I think is absolutely really cool. You can give him this little, I think it's a rifle. It may have been a pistol of some sort, but you can give him this, which I think is absolutely really nice. You can also give him his melee sword that he used in the game, like I said earlier, so he can do a whole bunch of slashing. This is Bloosh compatible, and moving this off to the side and said you can also plug the pulsar cannon, which is oddly enough the only one I can remember the name to that came with this figure, which is also Bloosh compatible, and I gotta say it looks really, really good on him. So putting him off to the side there. Extending our camera range again. As you can see, this dude is like absolutely tiny. Now there is no way to store the hand once you pull it off, so we just put it off to the side. Now for comparisons here, let us go with the big boss, big beefy daddy Optimus Prime. You can see here, much taller and a much darker shade of red. We also have our good boy bestie Volcanicus, and here we are. Here he is with and he falls over. Of course, now he's starting to have problems off camera, and I just got this dude yesterday. So, as you can see, Volcanicus is bigger than Cliff Jumper here. Let me transform Barricade, and then we'll be right back. Alrighty, so we are back, and here he is with Deluxe Barricade, and as you can see, Barricade is taller as he was in the game. So now on to posability for our Cliff Jumper dude himself. Where do we start? We'll start with the head. The head is on a ball joint. You get a slight wiggle waggle, not too much. You can rotate the head, not a full 360, but if you rotate it to the side, it will just automatically pop up for some reason. These shoulders are on a ball joint, so you get a little bit of wiggly waggly on there. You can spin them a full 360 as long as you mind the kibble. You do have a bicep rotation. Your fist only bends inward, does nothing else. But you have an elbow which does 90 degrees, both forward and a little bit backwards, oddly enough. You do have a waist rotation for the dude, which is really nice to see. Your legs do go up that far, go back pretty far. You do have over 90 degrees of knee bend there, and you have a really, really wonky ankle pivot. Oh, also, you do have thigh rotation, and the thigh itself is on a ball joint. So, straightening him up here. There you go. Let me move him back to the center of the camera here. So, yeah. There you go. So there you have Cliff Jumper for our Deluxe Class Gamer Edition toy line. And I gotta say, this dude is fun. I really, really do like this, and I really do want the Bumblebee now. I do have the original Bumblebee toy. I just don't have it on hand currently at the moment. Uh, but I will say that this is a 8 out of 10 figure, not a 10 out of 10, because he did fall apart on me on the back, and that arm, the transformation is a somewhat enjoyable process. Not a great one, though. It is somewhat enjoyable. It's just kind of finicky in some parts. He is rather small, but that is his size. Him and Bumblebee are practically the same size, and they are really, really small. Well, I can't say really, really small. They're just twice the size of a human. So, but the engineering works for me. He has a whole lot of posability. He has a good bit of posability. He does have a good bit of accoutrement. I will complain that he doesn't have a place to store his hand like Megatron or Optimus. I mean, Barricade did, Optimus does, Megatron does, why doesn't Bumblebee and Cliffjumper have one? I don't know. If there is a storage place for the arm and I'm just missing it, do let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, that is all I have to say over Cliffjumper here. Again, I do like the figure. It's just not all that good. But I do recommend it. It is in stores. Not really a shelf warmer right now, but it is in stores. It is a good figure, just not a great figure, but I will go ahead and recommend it. Good if you want to pick it up just for the Gamer Edition line. So with that out of the way, that is all I have to say. Thanks for tuning in. Spontimus Prime. Peace out.